Well, in other union news today, United Auto Workers President Fain has confirmed that the union will not expand its strike any further, but he did give this warning.
So unless employers start coming to their senses, unless we start to see real gains in our contracts that match the gains we've seen on Wall Street, then I predict there are going to be a lot more strikes on the horizon.
Let's bring in Pras Subramanian, who's been following this. Pras, my first question is, what did his sweatshirt say today? He was wearing an Eat the Rich t-shirt last week. I couldn't quite make it out, though.
Yeah, I actually struggled to understand what the acronym was on there. F-I-O-M. I'm not sure.
Huh.
I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah, Julie, so basically no strike expansion today, but warning that Fridays will no longer be the day that they sort of announce their strike plans. He says that the automakers are waiting. At the time, we're waiting until Friday to make their final offers, and sort of they don't want that. They want more urgency on the part of the big three. So they're saying, you know what? At any time we can stand up and strike, like they did this Wednesday at Ford's Kentucky truck plant. So some news there in some sense from the UAW. Also, Fain called on all members to join the picket line on Saturday, to join existing picket lines to show support, because that marks 1 month since they've actually began these stand-up strikes with the big three. Like you said, like Fain said, if we don't start seeing any big gains, there might be a lot more strikes on the horizon. Also want to quickly add, Stellantis put out a statement today saying that, quote, "We have made progress this week and look forward to collaboration from the UAW to reach an agreement as soon as possible to get everyone back to work." So maybe some movement there with Stellantis.
And Pras, Fain addressing some criticism he has faced about raising expectations maybe too high here in terms of his tactics and strategy. What did he say?
Well, he initially said, "I'm not the cause of raised expectations. The cause is overflowing corporate bank accounts." I think this is more of a bigger picture potentially that we've noticed with, at least with today. Maybe he feels some of the pressure from outside forces, maybe from even inside his union, talking about how, you know, Unifor struck a deal. Why can't we do this? Kind of the effects of this month-long strike are being felt across not just the workers, but also the industry. You know, he mentioned this Ford story where Ford said that they had a media roundtable yesterday talking about how they had reached their limit in terms of what they could offer the UAW. And Fain today, in a kind of an aggressive tone, said, you know who's reached their limit? Tens of thousands of workers without retirement benefits. Sort of responding to that, but also by maybe showing some element of frustration about the length of the strike, where they want to go, and maybe some pressure both internally and externally for the UAW.
All right, the strike continues, and we'll be paying attention to it. Pras, thank you so much for that.